So today we are going to do something that I honestly could sit here and talk about for hours. Today I'm going to be ranking Taylor Swift's newest album, The Torture Poets Department. It's so crazy to me that this album has almost been out for a year. It's crazy to me. I feel like it was literally just the other day that I was watching the Grammys and anticipating that she was going to announce Reputation, Taylor's version, and instead she decided to be insane and announce a brand new album. She's crazy. But I do have to say that I genuinely think that Torture Poets is probably my favorite Taylor Swift album that she's ever come out with. I don't know what it is about this album that just speaks to me on a level that I don't think any album ever has. I think relatability is a big aspect of it. I relate to pretty much every single song on this album. Also, pretty much every single song on this album perfectly describes my life the last year. I love this album so much. It means the world to me. It's my favorite thing. I listen to it literally every single day, and I have since it's dropped. So I figured in today's video, I wanted to tier rank every single song on this album and basically talk about it. Disclaimer, this is my opinion. If you don't agree with me, that's totally fine. If there's a song on here that's not my personal favorite, but it's your personal favorite, I love that for you. Love that for you, or sorry that happened, I don't know. But without further ado, let's rank the Torture Poets Department. So I basically made my own tier ranking chart so that we could do this video, and I made 6 different categories, and I want to quickly go over those categories so you guys know the different levels that any of these songs could fall into. I also do want to say that in today's video, I'm only going to do the first 16 songs, so we're only going to do the standard version of Torture Poets, and then if you guys like this video, then I'll do the anthology. But I honestly don't even know if this video will do well. If you want me to do the anthology, let me know. Today's going to be the first 16. So I have 6 different categories, and I think we should just start with the bottom and then we'll work our way to the top. So the bottom category is called Should Have Let It Stay Buried. These are songs that I don't really know why they're on the album, and they really should have just stayed in the vault. The next category is called I Can Fix Them. No, really I can. These are songs that, you know, maybe there's some aspects of the song that I like, but I don't love the song as a whole, and I feel like if we tweaked a couple things, then I could like the song more. The next category is called It's an Art. These songs are art. They're not my favorite songs, but I can bop, I can vibe. It's an art. I appreciate it. I respect it for the art that it is, but it's not one of my top songs. The next category is called I'm Running Back Home to You. These are songs I really like. I find myself listening to them a good amount, but it's not like the top tier songs. The next category is narcotics in these songs. There are literal drugs in these songs. They're that good. And then the final category, which is the best of the best songs, is called I Choose You and Me Religiously. These are songs that I am constantly playing. These are god tier songs, and they're songs that I always choose. With that being said, these are all the different categories we have. Let's just get into it. So the first song on the Torture Poets Department is Fortnight featuring Post Malone. I honestly, just off the bat, I have to put this, I don't know if this is controversial, but I have to put this in narcotics in these songs. I don't know what it is about the song, but I love it. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the melody's really catchy, and for me it's just an easy listen. Like when I listen to this song, I don't have to think too much about it. It's kind of just, it's catchy, it's satisfying, it's an easy listen. I don't know, like I get it's the single. I don't know if I necessarily agree with it being like the lead single from the album, but I love this song. I really do. And I think a lot of people don't like this song just because it's the single. I think both their voices actually go really well together, and I love this song, and I think the music video is also great. I've also seen conversations online of people debating whether this should be the opening track to the album, because it is kind of confusing, but to me it makes sense, and I get it. And if you don't get it, then that's none of my business. Next, we have the title track, The Torture Poets Department. I think for this one, I'm gonna put into I'm Running Back Home to You. This song took a little bit to grow on me, I will be honest. I think it's also a very jarring song to listen to for the first time because she's kind of saying a lot, and a lot of it kind of doesn't make sense. It's very confusing, and I think the first couple listens of the album, you're kind of like, literally, what is she talking about? Or maybe you still are like, you don't know what she's talking about. I think it's interesting because this album as a whole was received very mixed by a lot of people. I think a lot of people really liked this album, and a lot of people didn't love this album so much. And I think a lot of the reason people didn't love this album is because it's very I was talking about this with my friend the other day, where if you are not a big Taylor Swift fan, then a lot of this album honestly probably sounds like a different language to you. And that's very interesting because I feel like there are very few artists out there that have their own world within their music, that they're able to do something like that. So again, it's a cool thing, but it's something that not every artist can do, and it's also something that not a lot of people care about. This album is very lore heavy, and it is an album that you kind of do need context to listen to, otherwise it doesn't make a lot of sense. But because of that, I think that's one of the reasons that someone like like me, who's a really massive Swiftie, I love this album because I know what she's saying. This song specifically, like the title track, is a really good example of why I think a lot of people don't like this album, because the writing really is all over the place. She's talking about so many different things. Why is she bringing up Charlie Puth? Why is she calling this guy a tattooed golden retriever? Why are they eating bars of chocolate? Like it kind of, not even kind of, it doesn't really make sense, but I like it. I think the melody and the hook is so pretty and it's so catchy. Also, the title of the album being The Tortured Poets Department literally doesn't make sense without this song. I see a lot of people talking about the album would have been better without the first 2 tracks, which sure, if you want it to be, I guess. But if the title of the album is going to be The Tortured Poets Department, we need this song because it literally doesn't make sense without it. And if you want to change the album title to something else and get rid of the song, then you can do that, but I'm not doing that because I personally enjoy the song, so I don't know what to tell you. My boy only breaks his favorite toys, and this one going straight to the top. I love this song. I really do. I feel like this could have been such a big hit if it was maybe promoted a little bit differently. I love this song so much. It's so good. It's such a fun listen. I love the melody, the oh. It's just so catchy. It's so fun. And the lyrics are devastating. They're really sad. And I love that. I love a song that is upbeat, but if you actually listen to the lyrics, it's telling a really sad story. And if you don't like this song, I don't know what to tell you, because I don't think we're listening to the same thing. Maybe you just don't relate to the lyric because you should have seen him when you first saw me. Honestly, that lyric is like, I can't even talk about it, actually. I don't want to talk about it. Next up, we have Down Bad. And again, I'm sorry. It's going straight to I Choose You and Me Religiously. I love this song. I don't care. I don't care what you have to say. And if you don't like this song, I don't have a door here, but there's the door. It's so fun. The chorus is so catchy. The melody is so catchy. And I love so much, more than anything, the imagery of the song. I think describing a love that abducts you like an alien ship and sends you into this other universe, and then that person just sending you right back to where you came from, and then you're left down bad crying at the gym, is so cool. And I love the production, how it sounds almost like galactic. It sounds like she's in outer space, and I love the imagery. I think it's so fun. I also weirdly love one of the last lines of the song where, honestly, it's not funny. Like, it's not funny. The idea of someone just like in stranded water being like, "F me, I guess." I really love this song, and if you don't like it, then maybe you've never been down bad crying at the gym. I've never been down bad crying at the gym, but I have been down bad crying and thinking I should just die because it would make no difference. So if you get it, you get it. And if you don't, again, happy for you, or sorry that happened. Next song, So Long London. If you know me, you know where this is going. This is honestly, arguably, probably my favorite Taylor Swift song of all time. And that's saying a lot. That's saying a lot because that's a big title for me. But I love this song. I genuinely don't understand how you can listen to this album and this is not one of your like favorite songs. It is such a clear album highlight to me. I just love it so much. And if you don't like it, you don't get it. You don't get it. But I get it. And I really get it. Oh, do I get it? Oh, do I get it? It's just everything that I love in a song. I think the vocals from the beginning, you're immediately hooked with those like London sounding angelic vocals. It literally sounds like London bells, like you just walked into London. Oh my God. The production too, Aaron Dessner, you deserve a kiss on the mouth for this one. You really do. I love the pulsing like beat, how it almost feels like anxiety and she's talking. Honestly, like the song is arguably probably one of the most angry songs of her career. I think a lot of us when the track list came out thought that this was going to be like a gut wrenching, and it is, don't get me wrong. I get more anger in this song from her than sad. Like I feel like she's more angry. I mean, she literally says I'm pissed off. So it feels like anxiety building up, and she's talking about like these gut-wrenching sad feelings of getting to a point where you can't give anymore to somebody, and this person is almost just watching you give everything to them, and you're literally like slowly dying, and this person's just like, okay, sure. It's the best song ever. I don't know what to tell you. Also, I love so much how it has a double meaning of So Long London. On one hand of the song, she's being like, so long London, like bye, but on the other hand, she's being like, I loved you for so long London. Next track we have is But Daddy I Love Him. Okay, I'm torn with this one. I think I'm going to put this in I'm Running Back Home to You. I love this song, don't get me wrong. I guess qualm I have with this song is when I listen to this song, I feel like I have to sit down and listen to this song. I feel like almost every other song that we've gone through so far, I can just put on and just whatever. But with But Daddy I Love Him, I feel like it's a commitment. Like you have to really sit down. It tells such a beautiful story. When you sit down and listen to that full story, it's gorgeous and it's amazing. But I find myself not really listening to the song as much as the others just because, again, it's a commitment. You gotta listen. It's also a longer song too. It's almost 6 6 minutes, which is very long for a song. Once you get really into the song, you're really into it and it really hits and it's really good. But like I said, it's a commitment to listen to for sure, but I love it. The song is really cringy if you really think about it, because why are you a 30-year-old woman running with your dress unbuttoned screaming, "But daddy, I love him"? Like it's ridiculous and it's over the top, but it's camp and it's fun. And if you don't like fun, then go listen to something else. The next song we have is Fresh Out the Slammer, and this immediately don't even play with me about this song. This is truly the definition of a song that I choose religiously. I love this song so much. I think it's see, okay, one of the criticisms about the Torture Poets department by like a lot of people is they don't love the production on this album. But every time somebody says that, I have to point to this song, because what do you mean you don't like the production on this song? I would agree with some people who say Taylor and Jack Antonoff's production is kind of sounding a bit one-noted and sounding a little bit of the same. But this song is, to me, it's like, this is exactly why they keep working together. This song is so good and I love it so much. I love how the second it starts, I feel like I'm in a saloon. It has this, it's a super Western vibe going throughout the song, and I love it. The second that instrumental starts in the beginning, I'm hooked. I'm seated, I'm sat. I think it's so good, and I love it, and I love everything about it. This is probably top 3 on this entire album for me. Next song we have is Florida, featuring Florence and the Machine, and this one I'm going to put in It's an Art. I do like this song, but it's probably one of my least favorites on the standard edition of Torture Poets. I don't know what it is. I couldn't even like really deliver a criticism about the song. It doesn't fully click with me. I do like the song and I think it's fun, and you know, Florida, like I get it. I love Florence on this song. I've seen actually some people say that they don't, which I actually think I'd like the song less if it didn't have Florence. I think she adds a really cool element to the song, but it's just not my favorite. I think maybe part of it's like subject matter. I don't really relate to the idea of escaping to Florida because I don't really want to do that. That's not my thing, not my vibe. Next track is Guilty as Sin, and I mean, this top category is really filling up, but I don't know what to tell you. This album is top tier to me. This song, okay, God, here we go. I love this song. Obviously, I put it in the top category. The chorus melody, I don't understand how people don't like this song. Like, to me, this is also one of those songs where it's like, are we listening to the same thing? And again, this is another example of like the production that Taylor and Jack can do together is so good. And this is like, it's one of the best songs on the album. It's really sad if you listen to it. I mean, it's literally a song about, I'm not even talking about necessarily, but kind of asking and wondering, am I really guilty for feeling so bored in this relationship that I have to literally go to other dimensions in my mind about what it would like to be with somebody else? And does that make me guilty? Guilty as sin? I don't know. Next we have Who's Afraid of Little Old Me? Who is afraid of little? Honestly, I am. I'm scared of her. She scares me. This song, I'm going to put Running Back Home to You or It's an Art. Okay, I don't know. Okay, here's the thing is that I kind of feel the same way about Who's Afraid of Little Old Me as I do with But Daddy I Love Him. I really have to sit down and listen to this song. It's very similar to But Daddy I Love Him in a lot of different ways. I mean, the songs I think they're relatively the same runtime. I think they're both over 5 minutes, which is, again, that's long for a song. I know a lot of people don't like this song because they find it cringy and they find the lyrics to just be stupid. I think the lyrics are really good. And I think it's dramatic. It's so dramatic, and that's my Taylor Swift. I love dramatic Taylor Swift. It's very dramatic, but I love the imagery. I think painting this image of her being this like super disturbed witch who's like levitating down your street, screaming, "Who's afraid of little old me?" Like, I think that's really cool. I love a lot of the lyrics in this song, but again, it's like, I really gotta sit and listen to it because she's kind of cooking, y'all. I'm gonna put this... If I have to sit down and fully listen to a song to digest it, I would pick probably But Daddy I Love Him over it. But I do like this song more than Florida, so I don't feel like it should be in this category. I'm gonna put it in It's an Art, but I'm gonna put it at the front of it because it's on the cusp between I'm Running Back Home to You and It's an Art. Like, I would rather listen to the Torture Poets Department and But Daddy I Love Him before I would rather listen to Who's Afraid of Little Old Me. So that's why I'm putting it there. But I love the song. I think it's fun. If this song sounded like the live version from the Eras tour, I think it would honestly probably be top category for me. The next track we have is I Can Fix Him. No, really, I can. I love this song. I'm putting this in what did I just say? I'm putting this in Narcotics in these songs. I love this song. I see so many people not liking the song. I do kind of get it because it is kind of a slower song, but I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. I love some of the like country western aspects in this album. I love those. That's why I love Fresh Out the Slammer, Guilty as Sin, I Can Fix Him, even some of Who's Afraid of Little Old Me. The backing vocals on the second and final chorus, like the harmonies in the background, are to die for. Like, they're so good. The lyrics are very relatable. I do understand why some people maybe don't gravitate to the song as much. much, but I do, because I have in fact been left wondering if I can fix him. And no, you cannot. If there's someone out there wondering if you can fix him, you can't. I'll tell you that. The next song we have, LOML. Yeah. Sorry, this... Okay, everyone buckle up. This song is a perfect example of why I love Taylor Swift so much. The song at its core is a very basic song. It's just basic piano. It's a very gorgeous piano. I love the production and everything. All this song needs is Taylor's songwriting. And to me, that's why I love her so much. Her songwriting is unmatched. It really is. There's no other artist that I feel like could write the songs that she does. And this is such a prime example of that. This is... It's literally just a simple piano, but her lyrics make it so much better and it elevates the song. And again, like, you don't need crazy production in a song for it to be good or for it to invoke emotion in you, as long as you have good songwriting. And there's no other artist out there, in my opinion, that is able to do that better than Taylor Swift. She needs a piano and her pen, and she's able to completely transform this song and invoke every emotion in you and make you feel like you just went through the loss of your life. Every single lyric of the song does feel like a punch in the face and a punch in the gut, and it's just like, I don't know, every time I listen to the song, I'm just like, ow, ow. This song alone should have won her a Grammy. Next song we have is I Can Do It With a Broken Heart. Sorry, I'm so sorry that this top category is getting filled, but this song is the quintessential Taylor Swift song. This is literally, if Taylor Swift as a brand, as a whole, as a person, had to be put and summarized into a song, it would literally be this song. The idea of I Can Do It With a Broken Heart is literally the theming of Taylor Swift as a person, as an artist, as a human being. That's literally what she does. She goes through these heartbreaks, she writes about them, and from that, she's healed and she's able to move on and get into a new relationship or do different things with her life. And I love that about her. I really do. This song is also just so fun. Like, it's such a fun song. This song, true definition of camp. And if you don't like it, then you don't like fun. This song is such a breath of fresh air in this album too, because this whole album is centered around really sad and depressing and gut-wrenching feelings. I mean, the theming of this album is literally like the mental hospital and an insane asylum. And so to have a song on this album that's like, I'm going through all these horrible things and it sucks, literally can't get out of bed, I literally want to die, but I can do it with a broken heart. The song is also truly just such a universal feeling. I saw a lot of people when the song came out being like, she's a billionaire, her life is so easy, she's talking about her life being so hard and she can do it with a broken heart, and she's so depressed, but like, she's literally a billionaire, so like, what does she even know about being sad? What? That's so stupid. Obviously, Taylor Swift is the only person that is able to relate to this song in the way that she's kind of directly talking about. None of us are going to be heartbroken and having to put on the lover bodysuit and get on the biggest stage in the entire world for the biggest tour of all time. That idea is not universal, and that's not a feeling that anybody but Taylor Swift will have to go through. But the idea of having to push through your life and do the things that you have to do just as a human being, whether it's your job or school or whatever it might be, we've all had to do it with a broken heart before. And the world doesn't stop for you. Even when you're Taylor Swift, the world doesn't stop for you. Even if you have billions of dollars and are the most famous artist on the planet, the world doesn't stop for you when you have a broken heart. And being a billionaire doesn't prevent you from getting your heart broken from an asshole. I just love this song. I think it's so fun. Again, it's a breath of fresh air because a lot of the album is so dark and depressing, and the song is super like, I know people talk about this all the time, but like, this entire album truly is written in like fountain pen, and then this song is written in like glittery gel pen. The next song we have is The Smallest Man Who Ever Lived, and this one is going straight into narcotics in these songs. Now, obviously, I love this song. I feel like everybody likes this song. Obviously, the bridge is like the best part of the song, and it's the part that we all wait for when we listen to it, but I love the whole song. This is genuinely like one of the most angry Taylor Swift songs we've ever gotten in her entire life. It's not that she's not angry a lot of the time, but I feel like most of the time we're hearing about like her heartbreak and the heartache that comes with it, not the like, F you fucking suck, you are literally a fucking slob energy. And that's literally what this entire song is. She's literally saying, you are literally the smallest man who ever lived. I don't understand how you physically did those things because I could never do that to somebody. You are literally the smallest man who ever lived. It almost feels like you were just trying to kill me. It almost feels like you were trying to kill me. And if you don't like the song, then you've never had to wonder if somebody wanted you dead. And again, happy for you or sorry that happened, because this song is incredible. It really is as good as everybody kind of makes it out to be. Next song we have is The Alchemy, which I feel like this comfortably sits in, it's an art, I think. I really like this song. Should I put it higher? I'm like, I actually really like this song. Yeah, no, it's, I'm gonna keep it there. I do really like this song. I just feel like I don't relate to it. I really don't. I don't relate to it, and maybe that's why. And honestly, if you do relate to it, then congrats. You know, I more relate to the idea of being locked in a mental hospital, which is great because that's what most of this album's about. Yeah, no, I don't relate to somebody just ignoring their trophy and running straight to me. I don't relate to that. I've been more left wondering if I can fix him. I couldn't, by the way. And then the final track on this album is Clara Bow. And this is going, I think this is gonna go and I'm running back home to you. I love the production on the song so much. I love the guitar. I think it's such a breath of fresh air, honestly, from a lot of the other songs that we hear on this album. And the lyrics are they're so pretty. It's such a bittersweet song. Some of the lyrics I find myself being like, oh, like, love that. And then other parts of the song I'm like, ooh, like, yeah, I don't know. I don't have much to say about the song, but I really do like it. And it actually does mean a lot to me. I relate to it in a lot of ways, honestly. I do think it's a good closer to the first 16 songs, because obviously we have 15 more. But I think it's a good closer to the first 16. So this is my official ranking of the Torture Poets Department. You can get mad at me, yell at me in the comments. I can already hear the comments, honestly. But I don't know. I feel like my ranking isn't anything crazy. If I decide to do a video where I do the anthology, though, that might be where I get a couple whackings, because as you can see, the bottom two categories, there's nothing in. But if we do the anthology, that's not going to be the case. Oh, I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching this video. I know this was kind of a different format than a lot of the videos that I do. So if you like it, let me know. And if you want me to do the anthology, maybe I'll do it. I don't know. Thank you for all the support, as always. It means the world to me. And I will see you guys very soon with another video.